Well, glad there was a little time left on the clock there at the end. Gutsy performance. I got to give credit to Coach Diggert and his team. They came out here ready to compete, and they caught us off guard early, and in a lot of ways they outperformed us a lot of the day. But there was enough time left on the clock when our offense got the ball there at the end. I said, hey guys, this is 2-minute drill on Thursday, just like we did in practice. Those guys went down and executed. Obviously, a lot of things didn't go right in the first half, getting down in the red area and not being able to score. But to walk out of this game, I think we finished without giving up a sack. That's credit to our offensive line. This is probably one of the most challenging looks that we've seen up front from Washington State. They do a lot of things to change it up. Obviously, a lot of stuff for us to go to work on. We have to get a lot better. On defense, didn't play well enough there today to be successful and to win the games that we are going to have to win in this league. That being said, it's hard to come to Pullman in this environment. They had a great crowd, great atmosphere today, and get a win. And our guys got a win, and they earned a win, and they battled all the way to the end. So really proud of them, proud to walk away. I think you can learn as much from wins as you can, close wins as you can losses or big wins at times. We learned a lot today. There's a lot for us to go work on. I'm anxious to get to the film.
Let's start with Matt in the back.
Bo had one interception in this game, but outside of that, it seemed like he played really, really good. Can you just maybe speak to just his poise late in the game to make those couple drives for you to go down and score?
Yeah, obviously there at the end, every possession was really critical, right? We had to go score, touchdowns, and our offense knew that. And I think the offense put the defense on their back today and did a great job. Turning those drives into touchdowns in the second half. Yeah. The drives we didn't turn into touchdowns in the first. But Bo did a great job. He can't get much worse than throwing a pick six as a quarterback. And to respond the way he responded, and our team respond to Bo the way they responded, I think that shows the ultimate confidence that this team has in Bo.
Right.
Just to Mace's interception, probably seen similar concepts all game. Was it something that you noticed on the sideline or tipped anything off, or is that just a really good instinctual play?
That was a great instinct play. I wish he would have gone down right then and we could have kneeled it out, right? But he probably couldn't hear me say that on the other side. But that was a great instinctual play by Mace. They've been firing the ball out, quick game all day, and we had talked about getting hands up. I think their quarterback did a great job of extending plays, and that was one that came out quick and he was able to make a play on.
James.
Dan, what are you saying in the offensive huddle when you get the ball back with about 2:20 to go, and on the 3rd and 1, just when the call comes in, you could go for the short yardage and the gain and just move the sticks, and instead it's a long pass. Just what are you thinking is plays coming in? What are you saying before that possession?
Yeah, we talked the entire day about continuing to stay aggressive. We were probably in a fourth where we were to go anyway, obviously there in that situation, but exactly what I just said. I walked into the huddle and I said, guys, this is Thursday. It's 2 minutes, the last period of the day, exactly what we do in practice every single week. And then those guys went out there and executed.
Matt?
446 yards passing. Is that what you expected this game would be when you were preparing this week? And just what can you say about just the offense and the big playability you guys have through the air?
In general, I would tell you today was not what I expected it to be. There's a lot of things that went unexpected, but what I expected was tough, resiliency, and never give up, and that showed up today in our team. There's so many things that we can fix, and we can coach better and play better and do better. That being said, that team didn't give up, and when our best was needed, it was there, right, and we were able to finish. So I'm excited to see that.
Eric.
How do you, maybe it's improvement in the discipline on their last touchdown drive, not the last one, but the one before that just scored it, extended to 2, a couple hits there.
I'm looking forward to getting some explanations on some of those. I hate to see it come down to calls like that. We have to do a better job, obviously, of coaching that on our side of the ball, but I'm anxious to look at the film and get the interpretation on some of those plays at the end. We can't lose our composure and give an extended drive. We're about to be in a great situation. We get a late personal foul. That can never happen. We can't be that team. It almost cost us, and we're lucky it didn't, and we're going to learn from it. I can promise you that. That being said, there's a couple odd things that happened today that I'm looking forward to hearing explanations on.
James.
Third down pass defense has been a problem so far this season. It was early today. The stop before the go-ahead comes on a 3rd and 13, where you force them into a short situation, make the stop. When tackling was an issue, when third down pass defense was an issue, make a stop when it mattered most. Is that, I want to say silver lining, but do you take, of all the things you have to work on, that there was also that very big positive before taking the
You got to live in the moment, right? And we got to stop when it was needed but there's certainly a lot for us to grow from.
Rob, back.
Just kind of the mood at halftime, particularly offensively? You guys were piling up yards, but just not taking advantage of the opportunities. How much frustration was there? How much was there a sense that, hey, if we can just clean a couple things?
Our locker room never wavered. The guys in the locker room, the sideline never wavered. They were composed and ready to finish the entire game. I think we knew that a lot of the issues that we were facing were self-inflicted wounds that we got to clean up.
Jared, right here in the front.
Dan, outside of the 29 points that you guys scored in the fourth quarter, you had one touchdown drive. Just what did Washington State do to negate you guys inside the goal line a lot of times?
Well, they got really tough, obviously, down there in the red area. And, you run out of field space, but they defended the plays that we ran well. And I think we got to go back and look at, some of their answers they had for us. We knew a couple of the coverage variations they were going to give us. They just executed better than us in those situations. So want to have some of those moments back. We won't, right? But we can learn from them.
Matt?
What do you think of just Cameron Ward's play, and is it a game where it's just try and contain best you can?
Yeah, we tried to have a couple different answers that we could throw at him, but he obviously does a great job of extending plays. There's times that we capitalize and we're able to finish, and then finish with a penalty. There was times where he's able to extend the ball and get it downfield. He's obviously a tremendous player that's going to do really good things in this league. We've got to get better at the way we finish on guys like that.
Eric?
When's the last time you've been a part of a game this strange? This is just kind of a wacky football game.
I don't know. The great thing about college football is every week you got to go out there and do it again. I don't know if I've been a part of one quite like that.
James?
Your thoughts on how DJ Johnson played, because obviously he comes up with a couple of sacks, but he also had that hit that you gave him quite a talking to after his
Well, I love DJ, and DJ knows I love him, but I was extremely disappointed in the way he managed a moment right there, that he made a huge play for our team, and then it almost hurt us. And DJ's got to learn from that. Our team has to learn from that. Not everybody has to make a mistake for us to learn from a mistake, right? But that was certainly a critical one, one that I hope we don't make again.
Matt?
Bucky and Noah's running together, just your thoughts on how well they did. They seem to run really hard and bring contact.
Yeah, there's no secret that those guys run hard, right? I think anybody that watches them play, they know they run hard, and they protected the ball today, and those are big moments for us. They got tough yards when tough yards were needed.
Eric?
How did you feel Noah played? I think statistically this is by far his best game, just looking at it. Did it feel that way from your perspective? Because the stats just haven't been what we expected coming in.
I think stats are overrated. Noah Sewell's a phenomenal football player. Anybody that watches football knows that Noah Sewell's a phenomenal football player. So, I don't know what his stats were. I don't know how it finished, but Noah can play football. And just turn on the film and watch it, and you can see that.
James?
I feel like you were able to scheme their linebackers out of the game a little bit. I mean, Henley still ends up with 8 tackles, but didn't necessarily have that massive play. Yes, their other one had the pick 6, but otherwise I think only had 3 or 4 tackles. Do you think that was something that was a success offensively, that I'm guessing you were trying to take those guys out of the game as much as you could?
I think we had a good game plan. Obviously, the biggest piece of our game plan that we got to go back and look at the drawing board is when we get down in the red area. Right outside of that, we weren't really stopped all day. I'm excited to see us take some shots down the field and have some success there. Certainly some moments for us to clean up. By no means are we a finished product, and we're not playing our best football yet.
Jared?
Dan, you guys kind of unleashed Bo Nix today, 3rd highest amount of attempts in the game, just 420 yards career high. Just how nice is it for you as a head coach to have that ability to throw the ball as well as he did today, but last week against BYU run the ball that effectively?
Yeah, like I said, we're going to take what is given to us. And in this situation, our hand was forced a little bit. We had to be more aggressive there, passing the ball at the end of the game. I think he proved that he can go be successful doing that.
Matt?
The significance of just this win. 3-1's a lot different than 2-2, and winning a road game in league. Can you maybe speak on just the importance of this win?
It feels good to win. It feels bad to lose. It feels good to win. And this is a tough place to win. I don't know how many messages I got this week about, hey, have you played there before? Have you been there before? It's a tough place, and you know what it was, right? But we got to win. We're going to celebrate wins around here. But I promise you there's a lot that we can go work on, and we're going to go to work and fix some things.
James?
Kind of following with that, Dan. You know this in coaches, you guys always talk about things that you learn, and resiliency and never quitting and being on the road and all those things. And when it's all combined and comes together, particularly in 3.5 minutes, although it probably took closer to a half hour in real time, what did you learn in that 3.5 minutes that probably did take 30 in real time?
I mean, how much I love our guys. I love our sideline. To see the celebration, the pure admiration from our team for each other, the excitement for other people to go make plays. I didn't see selfishness on that sideline. I saw guys that were really excited for us to be in the situation we were, and I don't know that any of them ever had a doubt in their mind what we could accomplish if we went and executed.
Eric?
Yeah, guess sticking on resiliency as a topic, like that means a lot of things to a lot of different people. Is this what we saw today? Is that what it means to you? And how did that come across on the side? You talked a little bit about it, but maybe some examples.
We talked a lot this week about chop wood, carry water, right? And it's called little things, right? And little things on the front end of this game, they were adding up against us, right? Some little things that went wrong, but we didn't stop, right? You get a chunk of meat and you keep taking chunks, right? And you keep fighting until the end. And that's what showed up to me at the end was chopping wood, carrying water. We weren't trying to win the game in the first quarter, right? We're trying to win every single play, and some of them didn't go our way. But at the end of the game, right, enough plays went our way for us to get the W.
Looks like we're good. Thanks, Coach.
Appreciate it.
Thanks, Sam.